Guys, welcome to my first video. Today's video I'm going to explain the best Beyblade fights, top 12. Now I'm going to start off with number 12, which is at the bottom of the list, but it's also a very good fight. This was a really good fight. So we got Kyoya versus Benkei. Now the reason why I love this match is because firstly, Kyoya is a very, very intelligent blader. So not only is he intelligent, but he also revealed it. And I feel like this was his best fight of the entire series. Now, throughout the entire Beyblade series, this was the best fight for Kyoya because Kyoya really was able to show his power. And Benkei was really able to show his power too. Like, this was a very, very big clash. And this battle was more to do with strategy. But overall, I feel like this was a really good fight. I really enjoyed this. The way they both knew each other and how they understood, each other's movements and everything. I really enjoyed this fight. So yeah, even though this is at the bottom of the list, this is still one of the best fights. So I go this as number 12. You feel me? Now we got number 11, which is Klaus versus Masamune. This fight was so amazing. Like, when I say this was just a battle of clashing, it was just non-stop clashing. Klaus is usually the powerhouse. Masamune is usually the power of, like, willpower and strength and just fighting. And Klaus is all about strength as well. They were evenly matched, and Masamune actually was able to literally seconds away from defeating him. So Masamune would have won the match if Klaus didn't have that extra spin, as you can see right at the end. But Masamune was amazing in his fight, and so was Klaus. This was a big clash. Even people in the show, like for example, what was it, Sophie and Wells, even they were like, yeah, this is a clash. They were both evenly matched. It was just non-stop back and forth clashing, just hit after hit. It was really, really enjoyable. Definitely one of the best fights. Next up, we have Ryuga versus Jenga in a final battle. Now, I'll be so real, it wasn't as good as the first one of the Metal Fusion series, but this was still a really good fight, and it will go down as one of the best. Reason for that is because, Jenga was able to defeat Ryuga with obviously everyone's power, and Ryuga was like showing his dark power. But what I really, really loved about this match was the fact that the build up to it was amazing. And I feel like this is the reason why people enjoyed this match, because it was the build up. So the match wasn't the greatest, but the build up was perfect. Like, it was perfect, because I remember even every episode was leading up to this fight. So it goes to show how far Jenga's come and how far Jenga's, arrived in the series and stuff, and how far Ryuga's come. Overall, this was just amazing. Like, it goes to show how far both of them came. And when I say this was one of the best fights I've seen so far, so definitely the build up to it was really, really good. Next up, we have Nile versus Masamune. This was a really good fight. This was another example of two clashing, very, very big clashing after clashing. And this was the best fight of Nile's match in the whole Metal series, because Nile really, really, demonstrated and displayed his power the most in this match. This was Nile's best fight, and this was Masamune's best fight. I don't think Masamune can top any fight he's had other than this one. Nile versus Masamune. This was amazing. It goes to show how far, Nile's arrived. But I feel like this entire battle was dedicated to Nile and his power, because Horusius is such a cool bae. After seeing this fight, I said to myself, I need to buy Horusius, because Horusius is such a cool bae, and it was demonstrated in this match. Horusius just showed amazing power, just clashing. It was just non-stop mayhem in this match, and there were moments where it looked like it was the end, but then, Nile came back right at the end, and then Masamune came back right at the end. Oh my god, just amazing. Like, everything about this match just demonstrated power for Nile. You feel me? Next up, this is a popular match that everyone enjoyed. This was Subasa and Yu versus Domore and Benkei. Now, obviously, the reason why this was a popular match was obviously because Subasa showed his dark power in the most destructive way. Like, this is the strongest we've seen of Subasa revealing his dark power. Like, he went insane in this match. I'm talking about he lost control, literally. It was so amazing. Overall, the reason I love this match so much is because Subasa managed to reveal how much power he had deep inside of himself. And obviously, it was Benkei going up against both of them. And then it was Domore going up against both of them. It was honestly, bro, it looked very, very one-sided. The way Benkei and Domore was literally beating the hell up out of Tsubasa and Yu. It goes to show how intelligent Domore was. Like, Domore needs more recognition. He's very, very intelligent. But as you can see, bro, Subasa right at the end just said fuck it, then he just went full chaos mode, which I really enjoyed. So this was a really good match. Really, really a popular match as well. I think everyone loved this match. It was so popular, definitely because of Subasa just going insane, you feel me? I picked number 7 as Subasa versus Argo. The reason for that is because Argo's demonstration in this match, because this was Argo's first match that we've seen. Argo was very, very, very just, once again, a powerhouse. The thing about Argo that I liked about him was he was reckless, very, very reckless. And in this match, he was showing how reckless he was. This was a really good match, you know. Once again, a lot of clashes, a lot of strategy. It was a lot of shouting going on as well in this match. Like they were both just going at it. And I feel like, was it Argo's special move? Was it Kill Strangler? Oh, just a cool bay, man. It goes to show how powerful Ragle is. Like, it was such a cool bay. Like, oh my God. And I think the vibes of this match was cool as well. Because like I said, like, they was in summer. So that I think it was like, they was in like Brazil. You know what I mean? But overall, man, this match was just pure vibes. Like, I really enjoyed this match. Once again, bro, a good demonstration of Argo's power. You feel me? And a good demonstration of Tsubasa's intelligence. You feel me? We got number 6, which is probably everyone's favorite, Ryuga versus Jack. Now, what I liked about this was Jack, right at the beginning, Jack was literally just owning Ryuga, and we thought it was the end. But then, right at the end, the whole time, Ryuga was just stealing, you know, Evil Bafal's power. Ryuga and El Drago was just stealing his power all along. So Ryuga was just faking the act the whole time. Then right at the end, he just made Jack look so stupid, and Ryuga just unleashed his special move and he destroyed Jack. Like, this was so cool. And this was literally one of the most popular matches of the entire series. Like, the way Ryuga just owned Jack, like, oh, it was so badass. It was just epic. So epic, bro. So epic, man, for real. I really enjoyed this. It was so cool, for real. Number 5, I picked Doji versus Phoenix. Now, the reason for that was because this match felt way deeper than just a Beyblade match. Like, this felt like a proper clash. Like, they were smashing each other through buildings. They were flying in the air. Do you know what I mean? And then this is the first time we saw Doji demonstrate a huge amount of his power. So Doji was really, really like holding back. And then we got to see Doji's full power in this match, which was really, really cool. And it demonstrated, you know, Phoenix's true power in this match as well. It was so amazing. Like, everything about this match was so cool. Like, the powers of both of them, the way they were both going back and forth, and the way they were just flying all out of the stadium as well. Like, it was just so cool, man. Oh my God, like, the special moves and everything. Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. I pick as number 4, we got Jenga versus Kyoya in Metal Masters. This was so freaking amazing. And obviously this was Team Gengen Galaxy versus Team Wildfang. Now, the reason I love this match so much is because, once again, they both knew each other. It was back and forth, you know what I mean? Back and forth clashing, but most importantly, the way they were both using their special moves at the same time, the way Kyoya was just showing how far he's come in life, you know, Kyoya was showing how powerful he's become. Jenga was showing how powerful he's become too. It was just a rivalry match, like, honestly, a rivalry match. I love this match so much. Like, honestly, this was a great match. Definitely going down as number 4 because it's earned number 4. It's earned number 4 because this was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Honestly, like, the way they were both coming at each other was just amazing, for real. Number 3, we got Jenga versus Rago. Now, the reason I put this as the top 3 as the number 3 is because Jenga versus Rago felt different from a Beyblade match. Like, this felt like the entire universe was on the line. Like, the entire earth was at stake. You know, Jenga versus Rago was all about, you know, it wasn't just a Beyblade match. Like, they were destroying each other everywhere. Like, they were fighting everywhere. You know what I mean? They were flying everywhere. They were fighting everywhere. And it was the final battle of the entire series. This has to go down as number 3 because this felt different than a Beyblade match. This felt like, you know, it felt like real powers, like real superpowers they were having. And the way they were just flying around each other, hitting each other. And, you know, Rago's special move, Jenga's special move. Oh my God, it was so just perfection, honestly, perfection. And the way Rago, you know, contained every base power of the entire galaxy, and Jenga had everyone's power too. Oh my God, once again, amazing match. Stop, we got Rago versus Ryuga. A very, very popular match of the entire series. Now, this is also a sad one as well, because this was when Ryuga got killed. And this was a sad match because it goes to show, even though it was a back and forth clash, Ryuga was getting literally demolished the entire match. Rago was just literally owning him, and it was very, very emotional as well. There was a lot of emotions in this match too, very, very emotional. Now, the reason I love this match so much is mainly because right at the end, Ryuga unleashed his final special move, and it caused a huge damage on Rago, literally right at the end. And Rago still managed to survive, and then right at the end, when you saw Rago just use his special move and kill Ryuga right at the end, that was honestly a sad moment, man. That was such a sad moment, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it was an important match because it had so much emotions, you feel me? A lot of emotions in this match. Very, very big emotions. And this was Ryuga's best fight so far. Of the entire series, this was Ryuga's best fight, honestly. Now, number one, which is the number one match, the best match of the entire series, Ryuga versus Kyoya in Metal Fusion. This match was so great. When I say, bro, it was the best clashes I've ever seen. It was back and forth, hitting each other again and again and again. Ryuga was at his limit. Kyoyo was at his limit. They were both at each other's limits. Like, it was like they were both even. This match was so great. Like, so many clashing. And then it looked like Kyoya beat Ryuga. But right at the end, Ryuga had to go and unleash his dark power to survive. So, really and truly, Kyoya would have won the match if Ryuga didn't use, you know, the dark power right at the end to survive. But overall, this was a great match, honestly. Like, once again, back and forth, emotions clashing. It felt more personal as well, especially that moment at the end where they were both headbutting each other and then they punched each other. That was so cool. That was a cool scene right there. Oh my God. And then they were both mad. They were both angry. It was perfect, bro. This was a perfect match, honestly. Literally the best definition of a rivalry. It was so cool.